Boomflowah! Good evening, this is BelGeode, and we are back with some more DCS World 2.5 and some Tomcattery. Alrighty folks, it's time to show you how this thing really works. And for that, I'm going to be hopping into the Jolly Roger skin. I'm going to be the Jolly Roger's CAG today, and we've got a 2-ship with us. You can see I've got my number 2 right over there. And don't mind my squeaky chair in the background if you can hear it. Alright, but tonight we've got a pretty cool mission that I made up called No FARPs Allowed. So as usual, I'm going to go through the situation and objective, and then we'll hop into the cockpit and go ahead and get started. So our situation is thus. The enemy has set up a forward operating base at the base of Mount Elbrus. Our intel believes they plan on amassing troops there in another invasion attempt to annex South Ossetia. We're sending a strike package to neutralize their FARP. So, the strike package will consist of 3 elements. It's going to be myself and 2 as Pontiac 9, and that's Sundowner, by the way, that's going to be flying with me. We also have an FA-18 Hornet in the lovely Kona skin by my good friend Lewil Brown Sr., and we also have 2 Harriers as the actual strike package that we're going to be escorting. So, as Pontiac 9 flight, your task is twofold. Number 1, escort the strike package of 2 Harriers, that will be Chevy 5, and 1 Hornet, that will be Dodge 4, to the AO, as they complete their respective objectives. Number 2, using rockets, take out the 4 fuel tanks at the FARP, thus denying the enemy the chance to refuel their transport Mi-8 HIPs. Chevy 5, aka the Harriers, will be using GBU-16s to destroy the 2 known ammo dumps and the command HQ on the FARP. Dodge 4, the Hornet, will be flying in ahead of the package and performing seed. Dodge will RTB once their mission is complete, at which time Pontiac will take out the fuel tanks and Chevy will attack the remaining structures. RTB at Senaki Air Base. Now there is a warning here. Be advised, we received word that the enemy has MiG-23s on standby at Nalchik. Expect to be engaged. The Mi-8s at the FARP should be no factor. Okay, so now that we know what we are up against, it is a beautiful end of winter afternoon, and I think we are going to go ahead and get this done. So without further ado, let's hop into the cockpit of the Tom Kitty and get this party started. Okay, let's get down to business. Now we're going to see what the Tomcat can really do. Alright, and I sincerely hope that you all enjoyed that last video that I put up. That was basically just like a little introductory story to kind of tie in the old FSX series that I did, which I intend to continue in P3D with the Aerosoft Tomcat. But here in DCS, we're going to need to get started, so I've got voice attack, connect ground power.
Chief, turn on the ground
wait
power.
for that. There we go.
Copy. Ground power is now on.
Excellent, excellent. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our lights on. There we go, and we'll get our instrument lights and our console lights all on. Even though it's daytime, I like to fly with them on. We'll get our radio turned on as well. And we'll set up guard frequency also. And of course, oxygen. Don't forget your oxygen. Alright. Connect air supply.
Chief, connect ground air supply. Copy.
There we go. Voice attack works
Ground
great
air
for
supply
this.
is now connected.
You can even use it with Jester too. Okay, so now that we've got that set up, we'll tell Jester we want to start up.
Roger.
Let's see. What am I missing here?
ICS comm check.
Loud and clear, Jester.
Roger.
Oh, we're going to need to do our ATC frequency.
Roger.
Alright, let me get my ejection seat. There we go.
I'm closing the canopy.
Alrighty, Jester, no problem. And we can watch the canopy come down. Look at that. That is beautiful.
All right, let's start.
Alright, I am ready. Let me first control tower, Sanaki, request startup.
Colkey, Pontiac 9-1, request startup.
And what's the verdict?
Pontiac 9-1. Colkey, cleared for startup.
Okay, right engine on. And we're going to wait for the gauge to read 20% RPM. So right about there. And we'll push the right throttle into idle. Okay. Cool beans. So now we wait and make sure we've got a good start. And I'm going to take the time to put this back to the main menu because I'm going to need that for voice attack. Okay. Disconnect ground power.
Chief, turn off the ground power.
Alright, so we'll wait for Chief to do that.
Copy.
Okay, and left engine on. And just like
Ground
before.
power is now off.
Okay, thank you, Chief. Just like before, we'll wait till it gets to 20 RPM. And we'll flick the throttle up. And also, just like before, we'll go back to the outside to watch the startup. Alright, good start on both engines. So let's get our SAS up and running. There we go. And now would be a great time to turn on TACAN. Okay, so we're good to go there. Disconnect air supply. Alright, we'll wait for Chief to do that.
Disconnect ground air supply.
Get my taxi lights on.
Copy. Ground air supply is now disconnected.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bunyip Sims. Alright. Air is on. Right engine, air is on. Both engines. Okay, good bleeds. Let's get our RWR and all that jazz up. Okay. Jester, INS fine, please.
Roger.
Thank you. Alright, time to unsweep the wings. So pull the emergency handle forward and push it in. We'll close the little cover. And very important, make sure you press this reset button. And then flip it to auto. Alright, let's confirm our wings are coming out. Yep, there's one. There's two. Okay, good stuff. Okay, let's get our flaps to full, and then we're going to do a quick controls wipeout. Control surfaces and speed brakes all check out, so let's get our spoilers up and verify. Yep, we got spoilers on both wings. I'm going to use the mirror for this time. We'll just gently increase and decrease the throttle to make sure that they do retract, and they do. So we'll flip the switch back to the off position. We won't use that until we're getting ready to land. DLC, we'll pop you open and go DLC aft and forward alternately. Looks like it works to me. Okay, good deal, good deal. Alright, flaps can come back up, and we'll leave those up for now, and we're going to use the maneuver flaps. The maneuver flaps are the same exact controls as the DLC forward and aft, by the way. Alright, let's check in on Jester here. Looks like he passed the first mark, so that's a course alignment. Okay, we're pretty good there. Get our radar altimeter up, and since we're on the ground, we'll set it for 450. Our main altimeter, we need to just hold this reset button till the standby flag goes away. And then on this side, our backup ADI will uncage and center it. Okay, good deal. And actually, that Hornet should be starting up now. Yep, Hornet is starting. Okay, well, you do your thing, Mr. Hornet. And we will be sitting here waiting for that dang INS to finish aligning. How far did we go? We're about halfway there. Just a reminder, this does take about 8 minutes real-life time to do. So, yeah. I hope you have plans for that time frame, because that is a thing. Let me test my fuel probe there. Okay. We're not going to need it for this one because Hater Tanker is not flying currently. Hey, there goes our Hornet. Cool. I gotta say, this is definitely one of my favorite Hornet liveries. Ever since I first saw it ages and ages ago for X-Plane. I'm really glad that Lewil took the time to make it here for DCS because I love using that one. And of course, now that I've got the Tomcat, I will not be using the Pukin Dog's livery for the Hornet any longer because that's Tomcat country. Alright, what I'm doing right now is I'm setting our gun counter. Basically, it counts the amount of rounds that we've got left. Typically, we want to set this to about 670. The gauge only goes up to 700, so I like to put it all the way to 700 and then back it off by like 3 notches. Alright, that should do the trick, and I think these Harriers should be getting ready to head out now. Yep. Speak of the devil. Alright. And how are we doing here? Okay, it's become a diamond. That's our radar altimeter. Alright. And there goes the second Harrier. I'm going to take a moment here and put this to ATC because we are going to need to request taxi clearance as soon as Jester gives me the word that we are in fact ready to taxi. I would say we probably have like a minute or 2 left before we're in that place. Alright, looks like the Hornet's getting ready to take off. Let me just make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. I've got no caution and warning lights, so that's a good thing. And everything else looks good. Alright, so there goes our seed flight. Pretty much his only job is to take those 2 harm missiles that he's got, take down the SAM radars, that would be the search and the track radars. He's also got 2 IR Mavericks that he's going to be using to take out the 2 Shilkas that are at that base. We don't really have to worry about the actual SAM launchers, because once the 2 radars are down, the SAM launchers really can't do anything for us. Okay, are we done yet? I think I see a dot inside that diamond. Yep, I sure do. Okay, that indicates that we are done. So, we're going to put this back to HSI. And I'm going to get my nose wheel steering on and parking brake off. Okay, Jester. This entire show relies on you telling me that we are ready to taxi. So, don't be shy. Meanwhile, I'm going to watch these Harriers here. I think they finally fixed the Harrier. It actually takes off with full fuel now.
We're ready to taxi.
Okay, thank you, Jester.
Cool.
And let's get it.
9-1. Request taxi to runway.
Just like always, I'm not going to wait for them to respond. I'm just going to head out.
Pontiac 9-1. Copy. Clear to taxi to runway 9.
Alright, cool beans. So I think if I time it right, we should be probably about I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 miles behind the Harrier by the time they get to their third waypoint. So we'll still be within the neighborhood there. 2 will get moving once I go down this little road here. I'm not going to look behind me. I'm just going to assume that, you know, he is in fact moving. We'll find out when we get to the runway, though. Alright, so I'm going to need to dogleg to the left here and then just follow the taxiway to the runway.
Airborne.
Man, they were not playing with that little turnaround there. Holy crap. That was a little tight. That was a little tight. Alright, we're almost ready to request takeoff clearance. Go a little bit further down. Right there's good.
Colkey, Pontiac 9-1. Request takeoff.
And don't tell me unable this time. I'm watching you.
Pontiac 9-1. Colkey, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.88.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, let's line up. Now, I've started getting into the habit of turning off my nose wheel steering when I'm about to do my takeoff run. So we'll just park it right here. Turn that off. And Jester, I need you to do one more thing, buddy. I need you to put us back to channel 1 so I can hear Sundowner.
Roger that.
Passing waypoint 2 at 19,000.
Speaking of which, yep, he's in position. Alright, well, you know what it's time for, folks. Brakes down, throttles up. Okay, and we're just about at rotate speed, so we'll pull back gently on the stick. Jester likes to yell at me if I yank it back too hard. Alright, positive rate. Gear up. And we didn't put the flaps down, but we do have the maneuver flaps down, so we're going to need to raise those up. Alright, thank you, Sundowner. Alright, maneuver flaps are up, nose gear's in, waiting for the main gear. There we go. All 3 gear in. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Now I have the autopilot on, so that'll basically be like an attitude hold for us, and it'll keep us at 15 degrees nose up while I try to line us
Traffic. Tomcat, 6 o'clock, 2 miles.
up. Okay, that'll be Sundowner, Jester. Thank you. Okay, right there should be good. Okay, so he should be joining us shortly. Wow. We're gonna have beautiful Georgian countryside. It is the end of winter, folks. Yay! Okay, so today we are going to take it up to roughly about Angels 20, maybe Angels 21. The rest of the package is going to be flying around that altitude as well. And let me see. Let's set this thing up here. How far do we have? Okay. I think Kutaisi, which is our first waypoint, should be directly ahead. So, since we're kind of close to it, I will probably have Jester switch us over to the next waypoint in series. So, there we go. Waypoint 2, please.
Roger that. Switching to steer point 2.
Thank you very much, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Okay, so we are now turning to steer point 2. However, we're not exactly going to steer point 2 just yet. I am going to straighten us out here, roughly around heading 025, because we're going to try and see if we can intercept the course of the Harriers, so that way we can properly escort them. So as soon as they call out that they are at their third waypoint, that is when we'll start making the turn to steer point 2.
Pucker time.
What are you talking about, Jester? Oh, yeah, that's Sundowner. He's supposed to be on our wing. Don't worry about him. Sheesh. Sometimes I think he's a little finicky. He just blurts out like the most random stuff from time to time.
We've got a friendly bra. 015, 20 miles. Angels.
Alright, let's
18.
check the TID repeater. This is basically what Jester sees in the back. We can repeat it on the front. And yes, there actually are friendlies up ahead. That's our Harriers. Okay, so we're just waiting for them to hit that waypoint, and I seem to be drifting a little to the left here. What's our current Angels? Closing in on Angels 18. I think I'm going to bring us up to maybe about Angels 22.
Chevy 5, passing waypoint 3 at 20.
Alright, that's what I was waiting for. Okay, so we know those guys are at Angels 20, and I believe our little Hornet buddy should be at Angels 25, so when we get a little closer, we will start seeing him conning. He needs to be that high in order to launch those harm missiles. It works best if you launch them from as high up as you can get, basically. Alright, having fun.
Friendly. 010, 18 miles. Angels 20.
Thank you so much, Jester. Man, I love his callouts. That just, like, changes the whole dynamic. Alright, we are in the break heading left, and we are actually going to line up with steer point 2 now. I want to say we probably got like another 30 degrees or so before we actually hit it. No, looks like it's coming to the center now. Okay, cool beans. Can't see the Harriers, but then I know that they're supposed to go up to Angels 25 as well, which when they do, they will start conning also, and then we should be able to pick them up. But they're laying low for the time being, it looks like. Can't see this glare in my way here. Okay, we are just about where we need to be, so we'll line up. Perfect. And I've got it on full military power right now, so let me just nudge us up a bit. A little bit more. A little bit more. Okay.
Passing waypoint 3 at 25,000.
Alright, that's our Hornet buddy in the Kona skin. Pretty soon he is going to be calling that he is in on the SAMs, so I don't see him just yet, but we will hear him. We will definitely hear him. And then he's going to be launching those missiles, and when that happens, we'll probably start fencing in. I'm going to set us up for air-to-ground first, so that way we can get rid of these rockets. Unless, of course, Jester tells me that, you know, we've got bandits inbound, in which case I'll have to switch it to air-to-air. But either way, we'll fence in, I guess, in a moment. We'll just wait for that call.
In from the southwest, engaging SAM at Bulls 028 for 80.
I tell you, it's like clockwork, folks. Okay, well, there's the call, but let's check out the harms first. Excellent. That's a couple of Boomflowahs there. We're in the process of fencing in, so I'm going to put this to air to ground. Okay, but that puts me in a unique situation because I don't have anything for Sundowner to do. He doesn't have any rockets. So what we're going to do is we're going to have him hold position right here.
Flight, anchor here.
2, copy.
And there we go. So basically he's just going to orbit here until we need him. However, Mr. Jester, I need Zunies, please.
Alright.
And I'm not sure if I need to set fusing on this, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Copy that.
Okay, so we should be good to go now, I imagine. And I'm going to put this to the TCS, our television camera.
Chevy 5, Tally Bandit at bullseye 020 for 60 at 25 now.
Okay, as you can hear, there's a lot of radio chatter going on. There's a lot of action.
Chevy
That's
5,
our Hornet.
Sam at bullseye 028 for 80.
He's not the one broadcasting. The Harriers are actually the ones that are transmitting, but he is inbound. So we're going to be seeing some Mavericks really, really soon, and hopefully also some more Boomflowahs. Let's orbit here real quick. Oh, that's a Boomflowah, and I'm pretty sure that's got some collateral damage in there somewhere too. Nice. Okay, so the SAM is officially no longer a threat. Neither are the AAA, the Shilkas. So let's go ahead and get our autopilot off, and we're going to maneuver ourselves into the right position so that we can launch these rockets. I will remind you, my target are going to be the 4 large fuel tanks on the near side of the FARP. So hopefully I can get them in the first run here. I've got no eyes on target. I think it's like just around that hill there, so we're going to keep heading in this direction. You can see the TCS is working. Our nifty little TV camera is showing us the mountains up ahead. Need to go a little bit further though before I can actually see our target area. And I'm actually going to be alternating between the TCS and the HUD to see if I can get my rockets on target. Okay, we are almost lined up here. TCS is showing me the forest. I don't know if you can see on the left side of the central area of my canopy. That's where we're going. So we're going to need to slide the nose a little to the left. We'll use the rudder for that. There we go, just a little bit more bank. Alright, baby, line up. Line up. Okay, when that diamond disappears, by the way, we will be in range. Just need to have joy on these fuel tanks, though. Oh, wait, what is this? Tally 4 fuel tanks. Alright, rockets, rockets, rockets. Come on, baby, hit. Yes, we got a hit. Wait a minute. Is that a man pad? Holy crap. Whew. Okay, I've got good news and I've got bad news, folks. The bad news is I don't think I got all 4 of those fuel tanks, so we're going to have to make another pass. The good news, however, I did manage to take out that Igla. There were a couple of guys in the center of the FARP there, so those guys are currently gone, which is a good thing, because that could have ended my mission really quick, not to mention the Harriers. Alright, so we'll try it again. I knew it wasn't going to be too easy. And let me make sure our wing's back in auto. Yes, it is. Okay. You can see the Harriers way off in the distance. They are currently conning. I am trying to get a BDA, or a bomb damage assessment here. I can still see smoke. We're going to need to wait until the smoke clears before we try another run. So that way I can see which fuel tanks are still standing. I want to say I may have gotten 2, perhaps. This is where having a live reel, an extra set of eyes, would come in really handy. And speaking of which, in case you didn't know, I actually do have a reel. My good buddy Austin, who's usually...
Nails, 6 o'clock.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that's a MiG-23. Okay, well, oof, that's no bueno. Anyway, I started to say, my reel, Austin, a.k.a. Gasman, he's often the first person to comment on these videos. He goes by the name No Name Nomad.
Oh, I got nails on her nose, 12 o'clock.
Oh, this is definitely not good. Anyway, he is my Rio, and he's currently learning the Tomcat right now, so as soon as he feels a little bit more confident, I will continue using Jester for the time being. Alright, let's see if we got it this time. I don't know how many rockets we've got left. It actually doesn't count down. Okay, there are 2 tanks remaining, so rockets, rockets, rockets! I think that was a miss. Let's try again. And I'm out of rockets. Crap. Okay, I'm breaking off. Whew. That was a little too close for comfort. Okay, so Dodge is on the way home. That is fine. We kind of expected that. They did their job. So it looks like I'm going to have to swing around, and I'm using guns this time because we are plumb out of rockets. I didn't bring enough rocket pods. Incidentally, I only have the 4 pods on the wings where you would normally put like a Sparrow or a Phoenix. However, you can add 3 additional rocket pods to the front underside of this thing where I've currently got Phoenixes. Of course, if you do that, you diminish your Phoenix loadout by 2. So I didn't really want to do that. I didn't think I needed that many rockets. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure that those MiGs are going to be making a beeline for us any minute here. Alright, everything's looking good. Need another BDA. Hey, alright, one more time, and this time it better do it. I know we took out 1 tank, 1 remaining. Okay, one more time for the man in the front row. And I really hope I get it this time. I imagine Sundowner's probably playing Pinochle with his Rio. They're literally twiddling their thumbs right about now. Okay, a little bit more. Alright. Now, I'm gonna need to put the nose down really low because this gun aims really high. So I can't really use the diamond to judge it, per se. Alright, one more shot. Guns, guns, guns. There we go!
Destroyed. Pushing from waypoint 4 at 25.
And that, my friends, is what I like to call a Boomflowah. And I'm going to put this sucker to AA. So air-to-air mode. I'm going to put it up to Phoenixes. There we go. We got 4 of those bad boys on board. And missile prep has been on the whole time, as well as Sidewinder cool, so everything should be set there. We're going to set that to TID repeat, so that way I can see what Jester sees. Also works if you have a live Rio. Alright, so this is going to be our air-to-air setup, and I'm thinking now would probably be a good time to call Sundowner and his Rio to my side. Let me just set myself up on a downwind here to the target area. We're going to gain a little bit of altitude, and then I'm going to do a quick bomb damage assessment. You know, just to kind of make sure that we actually did it this time, even though I know we did it because I made this mission, and obviously I made it say something.
Flight, join up.
Alright, there we go. That is good. Why am I not getting an answer from Sundowner? Sundowner, where you at, buddy? Here he comes.
2, contact bearing 56.70.
Oh, that's not good. He's got radar contacts. Alright, let's swing around. Looks like he's heading towards me from the west.
Join up.
So we'll give him another join-up call here. Come on, Sundowner, answer me, buddy. I hope he's not going to barrel in after those targets. By targets, I mean MiG-23s. Come on, Sundowner. Join up.
Flight, join up.
Alright, you know what? I'm going to have him set to cover me.
Flight, cover me.
Yeah, gotta keep him in line. Oh, now you answer! You see how he is, folks? I swear. I almost prefer Merlin, except if I would have been using Merlin this time, I probably would have to rescue his ass in the next mission. He's notorious for that. Ah, but look at that! All kinds of fire and smoke and debris. I would say we did a pretty damn good job. It is now up to the Harriers to finish the job. So I'm going to turn our autopilot on here and set myself up to orbit so that way I can get a better look. And Jester, you let me know if those MiGs are coming up our butts there. Oh, I was right. So that one Maverick that the Hornet launched, it looks like it had the collateral damage of taking out one of the ammo dumps. So that's half the Harrier's job done.
Bandit, raw, 050, 61 miles.
Okay, I got him on a TID. I am going to swing us out to the left here. And we'll see if Jester can lock him up real quick. Okay, Jester, do your thing, buddy.
Not able.
What do you mean not able? Come on, man. What do you think I'm paying you for? Austin, you need to hurry up as far as learning this thing, because, yeah, Jester. Alright, you know what? I'm going to continue orbiting, because if I remember correctly, Sundowner, who you'll see way down there, performing some kind of shenanigans, mentioned that they were about 70 miles out. So we have a little bit of time. The useful range on these Phoenix missiles is roughly about 70 miles. I mean, you could go longer than that, but that has to be like extenuating circumstances. You'd probably have to be at like Angels 40, going full burn or something. We do not have that as an option right now. As you can see, I'm a little bit slow, so I'm going to need to increase my speed here. So we'll go on to straightaway.
Passing waypoint 5 at 17,000.
Oh, alright, it's Chevy time, folks. Boomflowah! If that thing wasn't blown up before, it sure as hell is blown up now. Woo! Dang, okay. So that is one GBU done. And they've got 3 more to go, and I believe they actually have 3 more targets. So there is the other ammo dump, there's the FARP HQ, which you can actually see on the FARP. Okay, thank you, Sundowner. And then, of course, there is the FARP itself, so they've got to take all of that out. You may have noticed that there's some helos on that FARP.
Nails, 1 o'clock, and nails, 4 o'clock.
Okay, you know what? It is showtime.
5 o'clock.
They're getting a little bit too close for comfort here.
Tally Bandit at Bulls 030 for 80 at 17,000.
Alright, this is what we're getting paid for here, folks. We are doing escort.
Roger that. Locking, target, 50 miles.
Perfect. Okay, so we're going to wait until he gets to about 40, and then we will
I got
launch a
nails
Phoenix.
on our nose, 12 o'clock.
Alright, that is fine. Okay, let's go full burn. We want to give as much speed as possible before we launch this Phoenix.
2, spike, 12 o'clock.
Wait till we're close to 30 miles out. It's almost a guaranteed kill then. We're also gaining a little bit of altitude so it can loft.
Target, 40 miles.
Alright, that's good enough for me. Fox 3. That is like the longest 3 seconds of my life. Oh, well, thanks for the okay there, Mr. Narrator guy. Alright, so, let's see how this Phoenix does. It's kind of the downside with Phoenixes, because they take so long to travel to their destination. I'm really not going to sit there watching it for the entire time. But I don't see the MiG-23. Hold on, let me check again.
That's a flogger. Target, 17 miles.
Well, it looks like it trashed our missile, so let's go Fox 3 again.
Heads up, nails, 12 o'clock.
And Sundowner, get him.
Engage bandits.
You are off the leash, buddy. Thank you.
Engaging bandit.
This ought to get him. Ah, there we go. What do you mean you lost the lock? No, you didn't. He splashed.
6 o'clock.
Oh, crap. Alright, I'm turning on the PAL here so that I can lock up. Looks like 2's firing. There they are. I see them conning. Okay, we're swinging left. I've still got the PAL on. Come on, lock up, baby. There it is. Perfect. Fox 3.
5 miles. Here we go.
5 miles. That's awfully close for a Phoenix missile.
Missile, 12 o'clock.
Oh, crap. I'm breaking left.
Down, smash.
Bandit, 2 o'clock.
Oh, still got a splash. Nice.
We have a bogey, flogger, 12 o'clock. 4 miles.
Alright. Sidewinders. He's locked up. Fox 2.
Missile, 12 o'clock high.
Target destroyed.
Flash.
That's a splash. Thank you.
2
We'll
o'clock
take
high.
that. Okay, 2's in trouble. Let's see if we can rescue his ass. Do that flare stuff, man. Come on, do the flare stuff. Good thing they're conning. I can see him a little easier.
He's dead ahead, man.
Alright. Let's see if I can lock him up. PLM
He's right in
on.
front of us.
Got him. Got him locked. And he's flaring. Perfect. Fox 2. Wait, what?
Bandit is
Crap.
going down.
I just wasted that Sidewinder. You realize that? Because Sundowner already hit him. There he is. Okay, well. I guess that's a double kill. And that, I think, is that. Because all of a sudden everybody's really silent.
Join up.
Flash 1.
Nice! Okay, there's the official confirmation. So the MiGs are splashed. Whew. I don't believe I said any more nasty surprises in this mission, so pretty much all we need to do right now is make sure that the Harriers finish the job that they started. Ho! 2 for the price of 1. And we are done, baby. We are done. That's how we do it in the Tom Kitty, folks. Yeah, I am loving this. And folks, let me tell you, in VR, it really doesn't get much better. This is like perfect. Alright, Jester, guide me to waypoint 3, please.
Copy. Switching to steer point 3.
Thank you so much, sir. Alright, set everything back to normal. So HSI, VDI, and Master Arm off. Cool beans.
Fence out.
Okay, well, there's our official fence out. What else do I have left to do? Well, put this back to cruise. now would be a good time to turn this to both. That's our spoilers and so on. And I guess I can leave the missile prep and Sidewinder cool as is. Suddenly dawned on me, I never did turn off my exterior light switch. Alright, Jester, home base please.
Okay, switching to home base.
Thank you so much. And how much distance do we have? About 42 miles. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And we got plenty of gas for that, so let's point in the correct direction, and then I guess when we get a little bit closer, we will call Sanaki and, of course, request clearance to land. But all of that will happen in due time. Now, even though I did do my BDA, I kind of want to take a look at our handiwork. So, let's see what's happening back at the FARP. Man, she sure does blow up purty, doesn't she? Alright, 2. I would like you to go home. I don't want you calling you're out of gas.
RTB. 2, copy.
Alright, there goes Sundowner.
RTB.
Thank you, sir. Okay, good deal. And Mr. Jester, can you please get me in touch with Sanaki Tower?
Copy.
Ah, there we go. Okay. ATC, Sanaki, inbound.
Kolki, Pontiac 9-1, inbound.
What's a good word?
9-1. Kolki, fly heading 202.
Okay.
421. QFE 29.88.
Hmm.
Runway 09 to pattern altitude.
Alright, I can do that. Okay, we are going to need to descend rather rapidly here. And since we've got a lot of airspeed, I'm also going to need to put the throttle to idle, which I have. And everything else looks to be pretty much set. Our airport, by the way, should be just beyond that hill. Use the magic binoculars here. You can see it right there, over the dark patch that represents that forest in the hill there. And let's get our speed brakes out. Okay, what are we looking at for speed? Looking good. Alright, the speed brake's back in. Yep. And we're going to need to make our base leg turn here in a moment. Just make sure I've got everything else set. We'll put that to landing. That is our HUD setting. So that way we'll have a few more indicators that we will need. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is a run and brake, but let me just check for traffic here. I'm pretty sure that the Hornet has already landed. I'm not so sure about the Harriers. I remember them calling in that they were at their various waypoints, but I think I gave them like 8 waypoints total, so they still have a little ways to go before they land. I would rather not run into a Harrier right now. Come to think of it, I'd rather not run into 2 as well, so I'm going to need to keep my eyes peeled for Sundowner. Or actually, Jester will have to keep his eyes peeled since he likes to call out traffic. I, on the other hand, I'm just going to keep swinging her around a little bit here. Yeah, it's a great big sky, and airplanes can come from anywhere. Okay, well, at least we know where 2 is, so that's always a good thing.
Call key. Pontiac 9-1. Request landing.
Alright, now even though I just requested landing, I'm not actually going to do a landing here. We're actually gonna do the traditional flyby the airport, and then brake right, get into the pattern, and bring her in. I'm actually lined up a little too left of the runway, but I think I can work with this. After all, this is the Cat. She is rather maneuverable at this speed. One's in the brake. And we'll put our speed brakes out again. It'll slow us down a little bit. Okay, I believe we took off on runway 9, so 27 is the reciprocal. So right about here should be good. Yep, we're looking good. Okay, we're just below 300 knots. So let's go gear down. Speed brakes open just a touch more. Flaps down. Okay, now we can close the speed brakes. And then, of course, the other thing that we want to make sure that we've got up and running is going to be the DLC. There we go. And those thumps that you just heard, that is, of course, our gear coming down full. Alright, so we are in dirty configuration, or landing configuration. And hey, there's Sundowner off to the right there. Looks like he's on final. Okay, so we're just going to follow him in. Hey, maybe if we do this right, we might actually get like a formation landing going. That would be interesting. I don't believe I've ever tried it with AI. Usually they either crash into me or run away. Kind of curious as to where those Harriers are, though. I haven't seen them guys for a little while. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about it right now. I am, however, going to trim us up. This is the kind of weird thing about the Tomcat. It needs 15 units AOA for trim. And what the hell is that fool doing? Sundowner, I did not tell you to rejoin. What the hell are you doing, buddy? I swear, he's on crack. Alright, well, you know what? He just lost his space in the queue, so I am on final. As soon as I make it around this turn here. Alright, there we go. That's a good girl. Okay, vertical velocity indicates we're kind of dropping like a stone here, but that's where the DLC comes in. And just give it love taps here and there, and that'll either push you up or push you down without you having to fight the stick. I shall demonstrate for you right now as we go to the outside view. So as you can see, when I deflect them up, it makes us go down. And of course, vice versa. And what in the... Is that 2 shadows? Oh my god! You know what that means, folks. Sundowner is like right below me.
Pontiac 9-1. Call key. Check landing gear. Runway 09.
Alright, well I got clearance to land, so he better hustle. I don't see his shadow anymore, so I'm assuming he's up ahead of us. In the meantime, I'm going to DLC down. And I kind of threw our trim out of whack there doing that. I really hope he's in front of me. Thanks, Jester. Oh, by the way, Jester does call-outs. It's kind of like being in an Airbus or a Boeing or something.
300.
Oh, there he is.
200 feet.
And he's down. Keep going, buddy. Roll long.
100.
Alright, off with the DLC. And floater in. Nice! Speed brakes out. And what is he doing now? Is he braking in the middle of the runway? Dude! Seriously! We've had a flawless record today. Let's not mess it up in the last 5 minutes. Holy crap. Alright, speed brakes in. Probably put the flaps in a moment here. We'll wait till we get closer to the edge of the runway. Spoilers can go in though. We don't need those right now. Okay. It looks like we survived with no worse for wear. And we did a fabulous job with our first combat mission with the Tom Kitty. Now all we have to do is taxi off the runway and head to parking. Okay, this is our exit, folks. We'll just hang a left here. And we can taxi to parking. Now, on our way in, to kind of save time, I'm going to start turning off some of the non-essential systems. So, you know, stuff like oxygen or air source. I'll probably open the canopy as well, otherwise it'll get really stuffy in here. Still don't see those Harriers, though, so I don't know what's the story on that. I'm hoping they're inbound. Alright, that I can turn off. I don't need the RWR right now. And oxygen, flip you off. I just flipped off oxygen. Okay. And we're coming around the bend. Let's hope Grandma keeps driving here. Nice leisurely pace. Alright, canopy. I guess we can open you up now. Woo! All of a sudden it is considerably louder. That's kind of good, but that's also kind of bad. Because I'm wearing headphones as I record this, and it's just like blasting my ears off. Wow. Hey, there are the Harriers. Okay, so they must have taken the scenic route, I guess. Nice, nice. Alright, so everybody made it home safely. I'm going to assume the Hornet is there. I don't remember seeing it on my way in, but we'll see it soon enough. Alright, we finally made it to the apron. I am not sure where Sundowner's going, but I'm just going to leave him to it. And there is our Hornet. Perfect. So yes, everybody survived, and we even got some air-to-air and air-to-ground killers in the process. That is awesome. So, what's next on the agenda? Well, I don't know. We'll hop into Tom Kitty and see where she takes us. But as for this episode, that'll just about do it for me today. So thank you as always for watching. This has been BelGeode. I have been flying in DCS World 2.5 Open Beta in the Oculus Rift. If you're still on the fence about the Tomcat, get off the fence. Buy the damn thing. It's worth every penny. In any event, if you enjoy what you've seen, please feel free to give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and don't forget to share so that others may partake in this Tomcattery goodness. I will be back sometime in the very near future with another episode of DCS World, but until then, ciao!